Hello and welcome to part 8 of this 10-part series on e-commerce replatforms. So I'm going to be talking to you in this video about partner shortlisting and partner selection. So having chosen the e-commerce platform, which is a critical part you've got to do first before you even consider looking at the systems integrators who you could work with, you now need to find who in the partner landscape is the best fit for your business. The most important thing before speaking to anybody is to stop and think about what values and services you need from your partner. Cultural fit is a really important part of this. So, what is your business like? What sort of culture do you like to have in partnerships? And therefore, what type of engagement are you expecting from a partner? That is as important as their technical capability, their project management experience, cost models, etc. So be very succinct about what you're expecting, because then you can give partners a very clear set of expectations you expect them and would like them to meet. The next thing is to look at the partners out there based on the platform. So you can use a tool like Built With to check a platform and look at all the sites that are being built off it, pick the sites out that are of interest to you, that are most relevant to your business, have a look at them, the sites that you actually like and think have done really well from a UX point of view, that perform well, that have grown and scaled revenue well, and then look at the partners who built that. It will give you a picture of the partner landscape and the sites that they have been building. Partners who have massive amounts of experience with lots of projects versus those who only done one or two because maybe they work across 4 or 5 platforms instead of being a platform specialist. The other thing is to speak to contacts in your network. So use people within your business or external people you know well and trust, and ask them for contacts with client teams who are working with some of these partner agencies. Go direct to them instead of getting referrals from agencies. It really does pay sometimes to use your contacts to get a completely objective viewpoint. Most time when an agency refers you to a testimonial, the testimonial is always going to be positive. They're not going to refer you to somebody who can't stand them. So really important to use your professional networks to get really good, useful feedback, and find out not just did they build the site okay, but what would they like to work with, how well do they engage with the team, how good was the ongoing support and maintenance. Once a project handed over from development into support and maintenance, was it a smooth transition, and did they feel like that agency really cared on an ongoing basis for the business? Then you can also go to agencies as well and ask for testimonials. There's no reason not to do that. The shortlisting bit comes after you've done this kind of bit of market trawling. So look at the businesses, the partners that have good enough size and capability, have good case studies and good reputation in the market. Look at 3 to 5. Typically you want to bring 3 in to run an RFP, and then you can whittle them down through discussions and interviews. But you want to get to the point where you're doing a weighted scorecard, just like I advise to do with the vendor platform piece, across all of the capabilities that are important to you. So it comes back to that starting bit of what do you want for an agency, and set them a very specific brief for a demo and presentation. You don't want the vanilla sales pitch. You want them to come in with questions that you need answered specific to your business needs, and get them to focus their efforts on how they would deliver against what you need. So run interviews with them, get them in to present, get more than one person in from them, not just a salesperson, but a person who's going to lead their development team, the project manager, so you get an idea of the skill set they have and the kind of type of people and how they would work with you. It's really misleading to get a incredibly effusive sales team in to pitch to you and then find out that the delivery team behind it are not culturally aligned with the business. Also get them to explain to you things about their project management methodology and frameworks, the resources they bring, the extent of experience within the different teams that they've got, their typical costs. So, what is a day cost for development versus project management versus solution architects. And then also ask them very succinctly what their expectations are. What do they need from a client? What would motivate them about working with you? Why is your project relevant to them? Build up all this information and provide weighted scorecards across the people you've invited in for a detailed discussion, same way that you've done for the platform, and that will help give you a more balanced perspective. And then the last bit is to talk to them about contract lengths. How long do they insist on minimum contract terms? What's exit routes? You have to understand what your commercial exposure will be, and also how difficult or easy it will be to exit the partnership if there is a problem in the future. Obviously, you don't want there to be, but this is the reality. There are risks in all partnerships, and therefore you have to have ability to understand, contextualise the risk and provide a mitigation against it. Hopefully that's given you some good pointers to go ahead and think about how you would go and find and engage with potential systems integrator partners. Thank you.